Hey, what's up, guys? So, yes, my previous video was a leak for the X Mansion set, and now there's actual much clearer pictures. It's from the gamers, so this is on an actual article, so I'm not just like taking photos from wherever. So this has actually been pretty much officially revealed. There's a lot clearer pictures of the set for the X Mansion and the minifigures as well. Except notably, they're missing Jean Grey. There's supposed to be 10 figures, not just the 9 here. But yeah, we got much clearer pictures for the X Mansion and other angles of the set as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a bit of a closer look. But if I'm being honest, I don't think my opinion has changed too much of this set. So here is the picture of the X Mansion set box. I don't know if this is the official one or if this is just like a Photoshop. But this is actually from a video from the Unibricks. He did his own thing covering the set in a much more in-depth, just like this clear picture. So some of these pictures are actually from him, like this one. So yeah, you can take it up with him, Lego, if you don't want us talking about the set. It's already out there, so you know. But yeah, thanks to him also. So anyway, so this is the X Mansion. Just another set look at the box. This is how it looks on the back. It just shows a bit of the play features, as well as the set displayed a lot differently as well. You get to see how the set looks from the back, and how I like how there's a lot of spots as well actually to connect with these little posing pieces where you can have your figures just floating around and jumping. But yeah, it doesn't really change my opinion too much of what I think about the set, which I think it still looks really good. Like, I love the way that the set looks. The build is amazing. It looks beautiful. I love all the pieces. It looks very intricate. But my worry is still the same thing, is that it might be kind of small, like the Sanctum. It might be even smaller than the Sanctum, like in terms of like how much space is actually taken up. Because like I feel like this area might be a little too thin because they made more space for this alleyway on the back, which I guess is nice for consistency because they did that as well for the other modulars. But like, I feel like the space might not be enough so that you could get like a clear look at the interior. But yeah, that's just my worry. But I guess we'll just wait till we get the set. But yeah, just from how it looks here, it looks really good. My opinion hasn't changed too much on how the build looks. I think the Sentinel looks great. I love the way that they made that head. I don't think that's a new piece, but that looks really good. What I really hope to see is actually the set re-released in like its own separate set, like with like a cheaper, like buildable Sentinel, like just a Sentinel build itself. Like, that would sell a lot. I would buy hundreds of those if I could, obviously. But yeah, this is a great build. I love it. So this is awesome. I like this build. It's a nice way to use that construction figure system, with characters that actually make sense to be in that scale. So that's good. What's left, I believe, are just the minifigures, which I think are my biggest problem with the set, if I'm being honest. Like, I like them. I think they're okay. I think most of them are passable, but like, I feel like there's quite a lot left. Gambit. This is an exclusive figure to the set, which up close looks really good. Like, at first I thought they were using the Han Solo hair, which I think they were in like a different picture. It looks like the Han Solo hair to me, but this is the one from that BTS set, which I think fits a little bit better. For Remy LeBeau, it's that wavy design, which I think fits. I think the face print also fits really well. That looks just like him. I really love the torso as well. Just that print looks great. The legs, I think, are okay, but they should definitely have been dual molded. Like, we saw how it looks when it's dual molded with the Lego Fortnite version. And I also think that the jacket is just a little too light. Like, it looks, I don't know. I don't like the sand tan. I kind of wish it was just a darker brown, which I don't know if you guys have that same complaint, but I do. That's just what I think. I still think this is a really, really awesome figure because I love Gambit, and I'm so glad to finally get him. I just wish, like, I think the one thing that I wish they did most was just like fix the color, because it looks kind of weird. Like, I don't know why. It just doesn't look. It doesn't look like, it just looks like sand to me. I don't know. Anyway, next figure is Iceman, which I think looks really good. I don't think we've seen him in the actual X-Men 97 show. I think this is just like its own inclusion from the other X-Men animated series, which I think this is a good figure. I actually do really like how it turned out. The face and everything, like, that looks pretty good. Like, I think I don't know. Is this? I haven't seen the episodes with Iceman in it, so I don't really know how it looks. But I like it. I think it looks kind of like Silver Surfer for some reason. Like if it was just silver, like it would just be passable and just like, change out this X symbol. Like it would just look like Silver Surfer to me. I don't know, but it's still a good figure. I do like the Iceman figure, and I think this is our first time getting him, so that's also really good as well. Magneto, we have the updated design with his classic costume, which looks awesome. Honestly, like I don't mind the fact that it doesn't have leg printing as much as I do with other figures. So I think this is really good. The face print is still the same from the X Jet, which I think is okay because it's still a good face print. I'm glad that they brought back his helmet and that purple cape, which is the rubberized one, which I think is just it's still weird to me, but I'll get past it eventually. But yeah, that's it for Magneto. Next is Cyclops, which same head and torso from the X-Jet, but now they added leg printing, which I think is pretty good. I think it just looks a lot better and more detailed. The hairpiece they also changed out for some reason, which I don't know. I don't really like this hairpiece too much. I kind of prefer the other one, so I don't know why they changed that out. It's kind of weird, but yeah, that everything else is still good. So yeah, good Cyclops figure. Next is actually Bishop, which when I saw the pictures, the leak picture, it like I wasn't sure if this was Bishop because like it all looked blue, but no, there is quite a bit of yellow on the torso and the legs, which is good because it actually does look like Bishop. That looks quite good actually. The face print also looks good, and it also uses the longer hair, which was his design from the X-Men animated series and not from X-Men 97, which is still good because this is a really nice figure. So I'm actually glad to be getting Bishop. I think the one thing I wish they had though was like a physical scarf piece instead of like it being printed, but I think it's still okay for what we got here. Next figure is Storm, which I actually really don't like this one. Like the cape is fine. Like I don't really mind those little yellow things there, but like I wish it was the black suited one, and not the white suited one, which we already got. But like this is still an okay figure. I do like it that we also get a new face print. But I think it's actually the one from the animated series because she doesn't have the mohawk, so that's why. But like I don't know why they didn't give her leg printing. Like I think it could have just been the black one from X-Men 97, that black suit. That would have been a lot better because it's a variant of Storm that we haven't seen yet. So I think that just would have looked better. But this is still an okay figure, I guess. Next is Wolverine, which is the same one from the X-Jet, which I don't like it that they did that. I feel like they're not even including all of the X-Men here, so I really think they should have just included a different character than Wolverine because we've seen him so many times, like in a bunch of other sets. So I think this could have been could have been somebody else. It could have been Jubilee, who we haven't gotten. I mean, she was literally in the first episode of this X-Men animated show. I think it could have been her instead of Wolverine because we've seen Wolverine so many times. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a really wasted spot there. And it's not even the one from the CMF with all the updated like prints and dual molding and stuff. It's the cheaped out one. So I don't know. Don't like that. Next, actually, the last figure on this picture is Xavier, which I love his chair. That actually looks really awesome, but I don't like I'm so annoyed that the face is that one that they've been using for Loki since like 2012. Like they use that for Stormtroopers now. Why are they using it? I guess it looks actually kind of like Xavier, so I'm not as annoyed with it. But like I feel like they could have just done like a specific face print for Xavier, because it's kind of like that Hawkeye figure that uses that very generic face. Like why are they using generic faces? I don't like it. And also I wish the suit was green. That's like I want a green suit Professor Xavier, but like this is still good, but like I just feel like there's so much cut corners with this. Like I wanted this to be perfect, but maybe I'm just a spoiled Lego guy who just wants perfect minifigures. But okay, sorry. Anyways, I think the last figure that we're missing here is actually Jean Grey, who is not included in that picture with all of the characters individually. It just shows the 9. So yeah. I think the minifigures is what has a lot cut from it. It's 10 figures, and I think they're all good enough. It's just, it could have been a lot better. Like, Storm could have easily been, like, something different. Gambit could have just changed, like, the color, make it darker. Shouldn't have had Wolverine. Should have just had another figure. Rogue should have been, like, oh, yeah, I didn't talk about Rogue. It's the same one from the X-Jet. It's still the same. But, yeah. Oh, and then there's Jean over there. So, yeah. But, okay, what else? This is just kind of my raw reaction, so that's why this video is kind of long. What else? I don't know. I think there's still a lot of missing characters because like there's no Beast, there's no Jubilee, there's no Morph, but there's Wolverine. There's another Wolverine. Like, if they weren't planning to include all the characters in the first place, I think they should have just chosen the ones that weren't made in figures before. And Wolverine has been done way too many times, and it's not even like the best version. So like you could literally buy like the best Lego Wolverine for like $5. Like you don't need the set for the Wolverine. Like this should have been like, it's a motorcycle. Wolverine has his motorcycle. That's fine. You could have literally just kept it in the set, and then just be like, oh, you can just get your other Wolverine. That's in a much cheaper set. But like, I wish it was like they should have just had someone completely different. Like they could have had more villains. Like they could have had Bastion. They could have had like Mr. Sinister. Like I know he's probably not like fighting them in the scene, but like the Daily Bugle had like the Punisher and Daredevil and Blade and like Morbius and like had everyone there. So like why not have this one here too for the X-Men? You could just have like what? You throw in like Nightcrawler, throw in Morph, throw in like Colossus. Have Colossus there. He was in an episode. I remember that one. Have the Juggernaut. Why not?
I'm the Juggernaut.
Have Deadpool for like just someone else that's not Wolverine. Like just throw in all of the X-Men characters. Just put them in there. Just put all of them there. That'll be amazing. Like that's just like, I know they're probably not gonna fit in the mansion, but like, it's not Wolverine.
Exactly.
I'm still really happy that we got the X Mansion. I know I had a lot to say, and maybe the way I said it wasn't the most pleasant, but don't get me wrong, I'm still really happy that we actually have another X-Men set after so long. I'm glad that Lego is giving X-Men another chance. So I'm still really happy that we're getting the X-Mansion. I'm really glad that we're getting all of these characters once again. It's so awesome to see them all together because I love the show. I love the movies. I watched all of those old-ish X-Men movies, and I'm so glad to finally see them in Lego form. I'm so glad that we're finally getting Gambit and that he's finally going to make a name for himself in this set. It's still really awesome to get this. That, don't get me wrong, I want it to be as best as it could, and I think they did really good. I think they did great with the build. I do think there could have been a lot more to be improved on, but with what we got, I'm still very happy with what we have, and I'm more than welcoming to having all of these figures, even another Wolverine, to put them in my collection, to have them hang out here. So that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video for this X-Mansion reveal. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is a longer one. This is a bit of my raw reaction to the set, which I think was fun to do. So yeah, thank you guys for listening to me. Now I'll see you in the next videos. Bye bye.